offering trainings that officers are provided with on the area of de-escalation, and also trainings that are offered through the academy or through the DSSPT, the security training, and kind of, just have a list of those trainings, and then we can add a directive to those trainings. To say, like, these are the trainings that you're going to provide in de-escalation. This is why you need a directive.
I would tell you that I've asked that same question for training, and it is no particular synopsis or class description. There are components of de-escalation, disengagement in many, I've been told.
It's embedded, and that's the problem. Problem in a couple of ways. One is there's not enough emphasis. So if it's embedded and you're training, I'll just make something up, on shooting a particular kind of weapon, and the training is 1 hour long, there may be 2 minutes of that 1 hour that mentions de-escalation, and the rest is about shooting that weapon. And that's how it is in all of the training. It's buried in there. It doesn't come to the top. It doesn't come to the forefront. So if you talk to officers, they'll say, oh yeah, we do that. But
what it sounds is like you need a directive that would hold them responsible for acting.
to make it the principle.
Right.
That's what we're saying.
So when they come to the CRC and there's a question of excessive use of force, they're going to have to speak to the question of how did you go about disengaging or de-escalating the situation? How did you use, right now the directives say that the members will use the least force reasonably necessary. But that is hardly ever even discussed by an RU manager when evaluating a use of force. They don't do that. That's why we needed, this is an organizing principle around which we were able to judge their conduct, and also one where they can, right now, use of force is, the Graham versus Connor standard, which is simply, was unreasonable under the circumstances. Well, that's not really a guide to how to conduct yourself.
It would be consistent with Roberto's suggestion, which is an excellent one. Once we interact with the Bureau, especially with the training folks, we can ask, there must be Bureau, or police departments around this country that can have, like a better term, create a list of de-escalation techniques and how those can be incorporated into training. And they must exist. If not, we have some Bureau do some research nationwide. And based on all this discussion, I would move that the CRC preliminarily approves the de-escalation report of the use of force work group for the purpose of its presentation to the Bureau for consideration and further refinement, and then resubmission to the CRC.
Do you label this a report?
Draft.
Preliminary.
Preliminary draft.
And I would kind of build on that if I could to say, preliminary of the contents of this report. I don't care if they're repackaged or slimmed down.
It needs to be tight.
Right, as long as what I'm approving here doesn't look content-wise different from what you approved.